Go ahead.
Me?
Yep. Share your story
Oh,
first, and then I'll do the rest.
so my story of why I wanted to do Juice Plus um, is like 70% of wanting to live a healthy life with me and my kids and show my kids how to do so, and 30% of Ashley asking, when you going to join Juice Plus? But I knew it was something I wanted to do because Ashley talks so much about it, and I trust her judgment. And I really do want to live a healthy life, especially with my kids, because there's just so much crap in food. It's just crap, and a lot of it causes cancer. And so now a saying these days is everything causes cancer, because it does. But through Juice Plus, with getting just not vitamins, your fruits and veggies, and it's actual food and not supplements, then I think that's what makes it superior to other things. So I'm really looking forward to doing the 10-day shred with Giovanni and I. It's actually brought us closer on another level, because now we talk about eating healthy. And we went to the grocery store the other day, and he was all like, check the ingredients, because he wanted to make sure it was good stuff that we were getting. And then he's all like, when he passed by cereal, he's all, those blueberries are fake. So it's really getting him excited about eating healthy, and that's what makes me happy, and that's what I want, is for us to be healthy.
Oh, and for advice, do never drink cow milk. It's for a baby cow. Just like, yeah, it's for a baby cow, so they can be big and fat.
Okay.
Big and fat.
Hi, Uncle Daniel.
All right. Thank you so much. That is probably one of my favorite things about being able to do this business, is because, Juice Plus isn't the end all be all. It is absolutely the catalyst to help people to live longer, healthier, and happier lives. And that's why we're here. My name is Christy Nix. I have been with the Juice Plus company since 2010. So just actually 6 years this month. But I have been eating Juice Plus since 2006. And when I was first introduced to it, I was told by a doctor that I should eat Juice Plus. I was in college eating McDonald's every single day, and I wasn't concerned about eating more fruits and vegetables. I felt fine, but I was sick all the time. And I just thought that was normal. So this doctor, I ended up being the nanny for he and his wife. She's a personal trainer, and they eventually started to educate me more on eating more fruits and vegetables. And I had the best of intentions to do it, but I didn't know where to begin. I didn't do anything about it, and I just continued to stick with my old ways. Until my husband was deployed in Iraq, and a nurse friend of his contacted him, and she knew that they were not eating what's considered, quote unquote, enough fruits and vegetables. And I firmly believe there's no such thing as enough. But it made sense to him right away. So he ordered Juice Plus, and he felt like he felt like he ordered too much, and he mailed me some. And when I got it, I decided to eat Juice Plus to prove him wrong, to show him that nothing would make a difference. And within a month, I remember saying, this is the first thing I've ever put in my body that was encapsulated where I felt there was a difference. My energy level was higher. I was sleeping better. My skin improved. And for the first month in a long time, I wasn't sick. And it was during this time of the year when everybody was getting sick. So I knew there was something to it, but I wasn't educated. So I didn't remember to eat my capsules every single day, and we ended up canceling our order. And then I picked up a book that talked about how plant-based nutrition is so incredibly important for people. I'm not here to convince anyone to be vegan, but I understood that no matter your family history of disease, our DNA is not our destiny. And we have the choice to choose how we live. And this is the only body that we have to get through this life. So we should treat it like you would a racehorse. You wouldn't feed them CRAP. So why would you do that to your own body? So my dad, as a child, you can see that children watch everything that you do. So I watched my father fill his body with junk. And because of that, I lost him 4 years ago. I lost my father to reasons that could have been prevented. He's this man right over here. And I remember standing at the edge of his bed thinking, what am I doing filming weddings and commercials when I'm missing all these big moments in my life? One where I almost missed saying goodbye to my dad. And I realized that my mission was to inspire healthy living around the world. Thankfully, for a very long time, this man on the right, my father-in-law, has been eating Juice Plus just because he likes the gummies and also because he is a terrible eater. And when he came home from Iraq, he had a rash that had developed on his body and no one could figure out what it was. They couldn't diagnose it. And this past Christmas, we found out that for 7 years, he had skin cancer that went undetected. But the doctors couldn't figure out why it hadn't spread to his blood. And we know that we are confident that Juice Plus helped him with that. So we flew home to talk to him about this program that I'm going to tell you about. You heard Melissa mention the 10-day shred. And we schooled him on eating better foods and especially to improve his life by eating more Juice Plus because that was easy for him. That was simple and easy. And now his rash is gone. It's not there at all. There's no other explanation except for that simple change that he made. His doctors are blown away by his blood work and they said, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. So having that approval makes me be that mentor or that messenger that says, you have to know about Juice Plus. I'm not here to tell you have to be on it, but I do want you to know that we need to eat more fruits and vegetables now more than ever because Dr. Bill Sears, he says that 75% of all chronic disease is preventable. So we actually have control over our health. I always compare it to a lottery ticket. If I were to give you guys and say you have a 75% chance of winning the lottery, you would buy the ticket. But we're not doing that with our health. And most of the time it's because we don't know where to begin. But these statistics down here, they continue to rise. If you look at it, 1 in 3 women will develop cancer. Look how many women are on this call right now. We don't want that. We want to change that. And especially because Dr. David Katz says this may be the first generation of children to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. I love hearing Melissa's son talk about he knows what real fruit and fake fruit is. He's starting to learn this. This is a foundation of health that he's becoming aware of, that this is going to impact not just him, but his generation's generation. And when you look at these statistics, you think at age 12, we have children at the beginning stages of hardening of arteries, and children as young as age 8 are being treated with cholesterol-lowering statin drugs. Like no one's talking to these parents about what they're eating first. So we really want to make a change. And the easiest change you can possibly make is picking up your plate at every single meal, dividing a line in half and saying to yourself, half my plate at every meal should be fruits and vegetables. That is the easiest place you can start. And a lot of times people feel like eating more fruits and vegetables is expensive. And this website, choosemyplate.gov, they give amazing recipes and ideas on how to eat in season, but how to make it affordable. But the bottom line is if we don't make changes right now, we're either paying for it right now or we're paying for it later. And if it's later, it's too late. So the importance of eating more fruits and vegetables is because of this. It's because antioxidants are our body's frontline defense against oxidative stress. To put that simply, this red blob is a cancer cell. This purple cell blob is an antioxidant. Antioxidants are like the army inside of our body that go after the bad guys. So let's talk about whole food nutrition versus vitamins. Vitamins at best are a wonderful idea, but long-term we're noticing that it's doing more harm than good. So a lot of times during this season, a lot of people say, oh, I have to eat my vitamin C because the cold and flu season is around. Well, that's just one phytonutrient out of 10,000 phytonutrients that are inside a single apple. So that whole adage of eating an apple a day is so true versus popping a multivitamin into your body where your body doesn't recognize it as food. A lot of times we've learned that is simply expensive urine. So Juice Plus may look like a vitamin, but it has a food label on the back. That's what separates basically Juice Plus from every other supplement on the market. And we're not here to replace fruits and vegetables. That is not our goal. Our goal is to make sure everyone eats more fruits and vegetables. It's just no matter how hard we try, we don't do it. And even from someone like me who is plant-based, we typically fall into the category of eating the same things every single day, or not getting anything that's peak of ripeness because it's traveling 1,500 miles on a semi-truck to get to us. So our plants are different. Our plants are different because they're grown in soil that is pure. There's no toxins, there's no metals, there's no pesticides in there, and it's a non-GMO seed. And all of our plants are grown to peak of ripeness, which is not something we typically get unless you have your own garden. And then what happens is once everything's grown to the peak of ripeness, everything is juiced. In fact, it's not even juiced, it's more of like a Vitamix. If you're familiar with Vitamixes, they don't take the fiber out. It ends up being this very thick slurry of all these different fruits and vegetables. And I'm telling you the whole thing, like even the peel of the orange is included in that. Things that we throw away when we do eat plants that have the highest nutrition in them. So once everything has been Vitamixed or juice plussed, in another way we say it, it gets dehydrated at a really low temperature. And that's key because we don't want to sacrifice any of the nutrition that you get from these plants. So once it's dehydrated, it gets encapsulated into a pill or a gummy. And we also have our shakes. So again, we're not meant to replace any fruits and vegetables. We are not a vitamin. We are here to bridge the gap between what we are eating and what we should be eating. And if you can think about how many fruits and vegetables you ate today, or even this week on average, we're supposed to be eating 9 to 14 a day, but most people are not getting that. So a lot of times people are very skeptical of our products. I had a doctor tell me about Juice Plus and I thought it was kind of witch magic. I didn't believe it. And I wished I would have asked the really tough questions that I had going on in my head. Instead, I was silent and I simply said no, because I thought I knew better. But the thing is that I can promise you that Juice Plus will change your blood. If you get your blood tested before you take Juice Plus, and if you take it 4 months later, you will see a change. We have clinical research that proves that Juice Plus gets into the body and is absorbed into it. So the body utilizes it right away. It recognizes it as food. We were meant to function off of plants, off of the earth. And this is the company that we keep. I will tell you that we proudly pay for these research studies to be done, but we cannot pay for the outcome, not one bit. And pretty soon next year, we will be able to say we have over 40 clinical double-blind peer-reviewed studies, which basically means that that is the cream of the crop. This is gold standard research. And these are the people that say Juice Plus gets into the body and it does good things. And if you are research oriented, I would love to show you the research so you can look at it yourself. But my favorite study is the Children's Health Study, because Juice Plus recognizes that statistic of this may be the first generation of children to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. And that is not going to happen on our watch. We want to make sure that every child can have the access to Juice Plus. Any parent who gets on the garden or orchard blends, I'm so sorry. Halo, do you want to take a bath? Come here. Come here. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. So any parent who gets on the garden and orchard capsules or chewables can sponsor a child age 4 to age 18 or anyone who is a full-time college student to be on Juice Plus for free for 4 years. Parents are noticing that by flooding their child's body every single day with the nutrition of 20 different fruits and vegetables, that children's immune systems are boosted. They're not seeing the doctor as much and they're missing fewer days of school. They're eating more fruits and vegetables. They're drinking more water. They're consuming less fast food and soft drinks. And what I love is that 89% of these children are more aware of their health. If they are more aware of their health, that makes a huge impact, leaving legacies beyond where we are. This is bigger than ourselves. So I always want to make sure that people understand that kids can be on Juice Plus for free. The other half of the story is our Juice Plus Complete Shakes. And I love that all of our products are safe for anyone. And we say womb to tomb. Moms who are pregnant or breastfeeding, that is safe for not only mom, but baby. It has a low glycemic load. So one of the things that we notice with a lot of people who have diabetes is that a banana will put them over the edge. But with our Juice Plus Complete, it's a low glycemic load. So most people notice, if you think about a Snickers bar, you have this increase of energy and then this decrease of energy that puts you into this state of mind where you say things you don't mean, you're hangry, and you have no willpower. So you reach for food that's just within reach and not always good for you. But Juice Plus Complete has a steady increase and decrease of energy from meal to meal. Probably 90% of my clients say that when they eat our shakes, they noticed a balanced energy. You can have the shakes whenever you want. We love to have them as breakfast because there's 14 other fruits and vegetables that are hidden in there that taste like chocolate and vanilla. You can make a shake in 30 seconds to 3 minutes, depending on if you're blending it up with something or not. And it's great for kids when they get out of school, off the bus, because dinner's not ready yet, but they're ready to consume something. So a lot of people think that our Juice Plus Complete powder is the same as anything on the market, but it really is not. It's called Complete for a reason. They have this beautiful formula of all the different types of macronutrients that your body needs to get from meal to meal, whereas whey-in casein-based protein powders aren't designed that way. And we find that the longer people take it, it's doing more harm than good to their bodies. It's a highly processed form of dairy that they used to throw away for years, but realized that America's pretty driven and by protein, and they can sell highly processed protein for cheap and make a lot of money off of it. So I encourage you to do your research on that. It's not good to have in your body. We want to reduce the toxic load. And this is a great example right up here. Anyone who diets or over exercises, these are all toxins in our body. And no matter what you do, if you're depriving your body of the nutrition that you need, or you're over exercising and not refueling your body structure may change, but the toxic load stays the same. And that actually makes your body more unhealthy. So what happens is we typically see a rebound where all of a sudden the body goes into self-protection mechanism and builds up more fat cells to protect the vital organs from the toxins reaching them. Cleansing is an absolute great answer. Oops, sorry about that. Because it helps eliminate the toxins through a lot of water. Toxins are water soluble. So if you drink a lot of water, you're able to shed the toxins out of your body and the fat. However, most people have a really hard time sticking to that because they can't eat and people don't like to not eat. But what I love is our program allows you to cleanse your body, but we also encourage you to eat. So here's our program. And you get to pick what you feel comfortable doing. This is not a follow the book exactly by the rules unless you want to. This is about making this fit into your lifestyle and developing healthy habits to take you through life. So we say have 2 shakes a day, eat your capsules, drink your water until your urine remains clear. Remember, that's helping rid your body of the toxins. I mentioned energy. If you're not exercising, you're more than likely going to want to exercise because you're going to have energy that you have to do something with. We also want to reduce inflammatory foods, which are wheat and dairy. A lot of times people really freak out on this and think that they can't do this program because they can't give up wheat or dairy. I say, if you want to try and give it up, do it. If you're not ready, that's okay. You can still follow all these other rules or guidelines. And you can also do anything for 10 days or 30 days. So it's interesting to see how quickly your body will communicate with you once you give it up and reintroduce it. We also want to help you reduce your stress. People who stress take years off of their life, and when your body is in a stressed fight or flight mode, it's not really welcoming the nutrition that you're already providing it. So no matter how perfectly you can do this, if you're not reducing your stress, you're really taking a toll on your body. Same thing if you're not getting enough sleep. That is another thing that really takes years off of people's lives as well. So we want to make sure you can try and take extra steps to getting more sleep. Eating your last meal by 6 is the greatest thing in theory, but I can tell you I have never achieved it, but I still do this program. And then the most important thing is balance. If you're hungry, eat. We don't want you to starve on this. We don't want you to count calories. We want you to make better choices in the food that you're eating. And if you don't know where to begin, we have recipes for you to try. We have shake recipes, snack ideas, and most importantly, you have accountability with a group on Facebook or with Melissa, who will take care of you. Depending on what your needs are, we check in with you. We really care about your health and your goals. So bottom line is, it fits into your grocery budget. 2 shakes a day plus the trio capsules is the equivalent of 40 different fruits and vegetables that you're flooding in your body every single day for $6.50 a day. Or to round up, because I don't know what taxes and fees are for you guys where you're at, let's just say $200 a month. 2 meals are covered. The other option is sometimes 2 shakes really freaks people out at the beginning and they're not ready to make that big change. 1 shake a day with your trio capsules goes down to $4.40 a day or $135 a month. But what I think is most important is remember too that kids eat free with every adult capsule order for 4 years, so long as you stay on it. So everything we have it comes in a 4-month supply. This is Michelle 90 days into what we call Transform 30. And Michelle did this with her son. It's absolutely safe for children to do this, no matter the goal, just to boost their health or boost the immune system or help their bodies listen to being able to realize how their body feels when healthy changes happen. But Michelle did this because her son was overweight and he wanted to take his life. So Michelle grabbed him as a buddy and they worked on this together, and he's thriving now. He has friends, he has self-confidence, and that's huge. And this is my friend Kim. She worked together with Dr. Mitra Ray with the Transform 30 program, and she discovered that it's a second shake that makes all the difference, especially with the willpower. I see her every 3 to 6 months, and she always looks like this girl on the right. And this is Larry. At age 68, he says he's lost his gut and he has more energy. At age 68, who doesn't want that? And I love this. You know, we're always cautious about saying what Juice Plus will do. We stick to what the research has shown us, and we don't know what it's going to do from then on, but we do know that it will absolutely help everyone. But I love when you hear that people are able to get off of their medications, because those medications have a real big impact on your health. So huge difference in 4 months. Same thing with this woman. She was on 10 medications. Now she's off of 9 and in control of her MS. That is huge. That's what food does for the body. And there are so many people who spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on skincare, on things that are full of chemicals that create a huge toxic load in your body. And with Juice Plus, I can see it all the time with my clients that their skin improves. We have a dermatology study to back that up. And I love this because most women who are pregnant, their skin goes haywire. This is Lindsay as she was pregnant, taking Juice Plus for the first time, and you can see her skin improve significantly. And this mom did our program for a year. Totally safe to do it. And yes, she lost weight. Her body changed, but she has no more chronic migraines, and that's huge. And I talked about the Children's Health Study. I will never shut up about it, but these are 2 boys who were spending lots of time in the hospital. Parents were spending $7,000 on home remedies. They decide to try one simple change and see what will happen. And now their boys are thriving. They're begging their parents to take 21 sick days or skip days from school now. And this is my story. I have been, like I said, eating the products since 2006. I am a hardcore vegan. I've been doing Transform 30 for the past 2 years, and I decided to follow the guidelines to the T the best I could while traveling. I did 2 rounds of the 10-day shred, and these numbers right here aren't things I made up. I went to the Bod Pod, and you sit in it, and it measures your fat mass and your muscle mass. And I went back 30 days later, and they found that I lost 2 pounds of fat and gained almost 2.5 pounds of muscle. So this can be good for everyone. I found that my energy had increased again. I was recovering from workouts, and I was able to lift a lot more weight than I typically do in the gym. So it was amazing what this program had done for me. So to recap, Juice Plus is real food. These are the fruits and vegetables that are in there, and they weren't just picked at random. Biochemists got together and they said, what are the most nutritious fruits and vegetables, and how do they work synergistically together? And this is what you get in this lineup. It is incredibly easy to take. You just have to remember to eat it every single day. We have results. You can hear from all these people who have these great, amazing Juice Plus stories, but the bottom line is that the blood doesn't lie. So if you're skeptical, I encourage you to get a blood test and support Melissa and just see if this will change your blood. See what it'll do for you. It is incredibly affordable when you think about the average American spending $3 a day on a cup of coffee, and they can flood their body with 30 different fruits and vegetables for $2.37 a day. Or if you think about driving through the fast food restaurant, what you spend on that doesn't do anything long term for you. But this Complete is our healthiest fast food meal you can have. $2.05 for a shake that puts 14 different fruits and veggies in your body. We are all about fruits and vegetables. We are all about helping people live healthy lives around the world. So Melissa is going to ask you if you're an A, B, or C. And I encourage you, before you decide on what letter that is, you ask us the tough questions or ask her the questions, because you know what? She's learning in this. And the only way she's going to learn is if people ask her questions. So option A, after asking her the tough questions, you may not be ready to start Juice Plus, and that is totally fine. I wasn't either when a doctor told me to do this. But what I hope you do is I hope you eat more fruits and vegetables. I hope you strive to do it. And if you find that you can't be consistent with it and you struggle a little bit, know that Melissa will always be there with open arms to welcome you. Option B is, you looked at the prices. You can start with Juice Plus for $1.50 a day all the way to $6.50 a day and get that child in your life on Juice Plus for free. Or option C, if you've been thinking about people, as I've been going through this presentation, who need to know about this, we need more messengers. This is not about recruiting. In fact, we don't make any money on people who are recruited in this business, but we do need people to help spread this mission. So $50 per year, you get to open up your own franchise and share the gift of health with other people. I did this originally to offset the cost of my products because I knew we were going to be on it the rest of our lives. But in 5 years, I was able to make it to the top position of this business. And I am absolutely driven to help other people do the same thing. So option A, B, or C, totally your call. We just want to answer your questions. And I'm going to stop recording in case you don't want to ask me